Welcome back to another homework. This is on multiplication and a bit of plus and minus of fractions, algebraic fractions. I'm not gonna go through easy examples today. We're gonna go a bit more difficult in lessons. I think we're gonna go through something like these. All right, so these are actually separated by multiplication, so you can cut anything from the top and the bottom. Now before you do that, try to recognize if you can factorize anything. So the top side, I can factorize 5. I would have a plus 2 times 16 over a plus 2. Now you notice that after factorizing, the bracket that you made is going to be exactly the same as the something on the bottom. So you're going to simplify stuff. So a plus 2 is crossed out. 16 and 4 will be 1 and 4 like that. See if you can cross out any more. Nothing. So a 5 will be on the top times 4. That will be 20. So 20. You can also do 5 first and then do times 4 like this. That's fine. Take it slow if you have to. 5 times 4 is 20. So the answer for this is 20 over a. That's how we simplify these kind of fractions. Let's try a more difficult one. This one seems very interesting. So let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna factorize here. These two are are related by multiple 4. Now I also noticed that m minus 3 and 3 minus m are similar. The only difference is their signs, right? This is a positive 3 while this is a negative 3. Again, if you wanna switch the signs, you gotta factorize a negative. So you have m plus 4 here, power 3, times. I'm going to switch the one on the top. So I'll take out the negative. Now it's going to be negative 3, positive m. I switch the sign on the top. The bottom, I factorize 4 out. I'll have m plus 16 divided by 4 is 4. On the bottom left will be just m minus 3. So now I'm going to pair up. You can see that minus 3, right? And they're both positive m. So these two are actually the same. It's just in a different order. I can cross them out. M plus 4 are related. This will be power 2 now. And that's it. That's all that are related. So negative, don't forget there's a negative there. Negative times this one will be negative bracket m plus 4 bracket power 2 divided by whatever's left will be 4 at the bottom. And that's it. So let's do something about division. Now for division, if there is another division like this, okay, let's just start with this question. So you want to change it to times before you start cutting. You cannot cut the numbers or letters if it's not times. So I'm gonna, maybe I'll flip it first. Let's take it slow before cutting, or factorizing. You change this to times. You have to flip the fraction on the right side, not the left. Always the right side. So it's gonna be 10x on the top. At the bottom will be x minus y power 3. Now if there is another division with a fraction on the right side here, like 3 over 4, you can change it to times by flipping the right side fraction as well. So it's gonna be 4 over 3. And that's how it's gonna go. Alright, so we're gonna start factorizing anything in common. Now you cannot factorize, let's say, this one with this one, alright? That's not possible. It has to be on the same area or same fraction. Yeah, so don't do that. You can factorize x on the top left. You have x left minus y times 10x x minus y here, cube 15x to the power 4. Alright, we start cutting now. X minus y, this is 2 now. X here, this one becomes 3. But at the same time, there's another x there. So this 3 becomes 2. 10 and 15 can be paired up. 10 divided by 5 will be 2. 15 divided by 5 will be 3. So a lot of things going on. You have to be really careful. Make sure you don't miss anything. So I write down anything I did not cross out. So there is a 2 on the top. There is a 3 at the bottom. Be careful with this number. It's not 2. It's actually a power. X to the power of 2. And then this one is x minus y to the power of 2. And that should be the final answer. Yeah, so I don't want to make this video too long. That's basically what you're going to do. You just have to flip it. The difficulty will be somewhat like that. And then the last part of your homework is just combining the fractions. So I'll do all of these. Basically, you need to make sure the denominator, the bottom of the fraction, is the same before you combine it into one fraction. 2a for both of them. On the top will be 1 plus 3. So something similar to primary school, just you have a letter. 4 over 2a. And then sometimes you have to continue. So 4 and 2 can be further simplified. 2 over 1. So finally, you will have 2 over a. Next question. Denominator are the same again. I can combine them immediately. 7 minus 4 over 9b. 3 over 9b. 3 over 9 can be further simplified to 1 and 3. Therefore, the final answer will be 1 over 3b. And now, this time, it's quite a complicated denominator here, but they're both the same. So the principle is still the same. We can combine them as long as the denominator is the same. We will work on different denominators tomorrow in lesson. So now, we can combine them. H plus 1 over h minus 1. Now, h plus h on the top can be combined together to 2h plus 1 over h minus 1. You cannot simplify it like this. It's not in brackets. Therefore, we'll leave it like that. How come we can simplify it like this? There's no brackets as well. But you know times is actually brackets, right? Brackets is actually times. Therefore, you can cut it. Now for the last question. Same denominator, combine them. 2x, be careful here. When you combine plus or minus, actually there should be a bracket like this, and you're gonna rainbow method the positive, right? But positive is easy to handle because it's just going to be the same sign. But when it's negative, you have to be super careful. There's a bracket here, x plus y, right? Minus a bracket, x plus y to the right. A bracket to the x plus y. Bottom is x minus y. Now, why this matters is when you do rainbow method, the sign will change. Negative times positive x will be negative x. Negative times positive y will be negative y. Now, a lot of you are just going to do minus x plus y. And this isn't going to be a wrong answer already. It got to be minus x minus y. Therefore, that's why people make a lot of mistakes for this question. You have to be super careful. You don't want to be that person making this careless mistake. I mean, it's not careless. It's quite common. I'm just warning you now, so be careful. So 2x minus x will be 1x. So it's just going to be x minus y over x minus y. And what do you know? The top one is exactly the same as the bottom one. So it becomes 1 and 1. 1 over 1 is just simply 1, not 0. So be careful. Do not write 0 because it goes with the same principle as 2 divided by 2 equals to 1, not 0. Alright, so always remember that letters are actually numbers as well. So whatever you learn in primary school should apply to this chapter as well. Alright, see ya. Danny Phantom, my favorite character before. Doodles. Alright, anyways, see ya.